I've heard a number of interesting things about Islam from you and one of your intellectual soulmates, Camille Paglia. Paglia says that men and women benefit in many ways from living in largely separate worlds, as they did in traditional European societies and obviously as they do in much of the Muslim world today. Relatedly, Paglia considers passionate masculinity a critical force for defending, sustaining, and advancing civilization. And she argues that passionate masculinity, while virtually moribund in the Western middle and upper classes, is alive and well in the Muslim world. You have expressed some sympathy for the Muslim critique of the West, its godlessness, its spiritual void, its materialism, its technology-induced removal from life's elemental realities. You've said it is extraordinarily naive to believe that the differences between European culture and Islamic culture are not about anything fundamental. You've expressed concern that Islam is a totalizing system, and in a quote that stood out to me, you said in a Patreon chat on YouTube that in your view, quote, the only countries in the world that are essentially worth living in any real sense, are the ones that are predicated on the Judeo-Christian tradition and manifested in the Western body of laws, unquote. So an open-ended question. How would you synthesize your perspective on Islam and the fact that the Muslim populations of Europe and Canada, a product of recent immigration, are growing and reproducing much faster than the European-descended populations in these countries?
Man, you guys really did spend a lot of time coming up with troublesome questions, didn't you?
And we can end with
See,
that.
one of the problems is that I'm an ignorant man, and there's lots of things that I don't know. You know, and I don't understand Islam. I don't know enough about it to be an intelligent commentary on it. I've done my best to peck away at the edges, but you know, it would require multiple years of study to understand the similarities and differences between the two viewpoints. It looks to me like what Islam did was take a group of radically disparate tribes and unite them under a single ethos. Of course, the Muslim civilization expanded more rapidly than any other civilization ever had, and occupied a very large part of the world, which of course it still does. Perhaps there's something to be said for that unifying tendency.